Are you ready to be inspired? The story of George Bernard Dantzig, one of the most influential mathematicians of the 20th century, is a testament to the incredible things we can achieve when we free ourselves from self-imposed limitations. Known as the father of linear programming, Dantzig's groundbreaking work has shaped various fields, from economics to engineering. But what truly sets his story apart is a legendary moment during his first year at Berkeley, a moment that turned a simple tardiness into a remarkable breakthrough. Join us as we delve into Dantzig's journey and discover how a single act of curiosity transformed the landscape of mathematics and revealed the limitless potential within us all. The story of George Bernard Dantzig is a fascinating tale that illustrates our potential to achieve seemingly impossible things when we free our minds from self-imposed limitations. His contributions have left an indelible mark across various fields, from economics to industrial engineering. Today, linear programming stands as an essential tool in many aspects of our daily lives. Born in 1914 in a household that deeply valued knowledge and education, Dantzig exhibited a natural inclination toward mathematics from an early age. He attended the University of Maryland, where he graduated with degrees in mathematics and physics in 1936. He then continued his studies at the University of Michigan, earning a master's degree in mathematics. In 1939, he decided to pursue his passion further by embarking on a PhD in statistics under the mentorship of the renowned mathematician Jerzy Neyman at the University of California, Berkeley. It was during his first year at Berkeley that a legendary anecdote unfolded. One day, Dantzig arrived late to Neyman's class and, wanting to avoid disruption, quietly took his seat. Typically, Neyman would write problems on the board for the students to solve at home. Upon seeing two of these problems on the board, Dantzig took out paper and pen, noted them down, and set out to solve them for the next class. Although he found the problems a bit more complicated than usual, he dedicated several days to resolving them and ultimately succeeded. However, what Dantzig didn't know was that, in those initial moments of class, the professor had clarified that these problems remained unsolved. His goal was not for the students to solve them but simply to make them aware of their existence. Thus, Dantzig's tardiness led him to discover solutions to problems that had baffled some of the brightest minds in the world. When he finally handed his solutions to Neyman, Dantzig apologized for the delay, mentioning that the problems had seemed a bit more difficult than the ordinary ones, and asked if Neyman would like to review them. Neyman, unaware of the significance of the problems Dantzig referred to, asked him to leave them on his desk, which was so cluttered with papers that Dantzig feared his hard work would be lost in the chaos. Weeks later, when Neyman carefully reviewed what Dantzig had submitted, his astonishment was indescribable. This student had accomplished what no one had achieved before. Recognizing the magnitude of the discovery, Neyman appeared at Dantzig's home one Sunday morning, eager to propose the publication of an article based on these exercises, two well-known statistical problems that had remained unsolved until then. Dantzig's solutions not only became a shining example of individual success but also laid the foundation for the development of linear programming and many subsequent applications, transforming the landscape of applied mathematics and optimization. Over time, Dantzig's story became legendary, to the point that many doubted its truth. Fortunately, George Bernard Dantzig lived until 2005 and was able to confirm the story's authenticity. The 1997 film, Good Will Hunting, regarded as iconic by fans of science and technology, drew inspiration from this anecdote about the mathematician for one of its introductory scenes. The story of George Bernard Dantzig serves as a powerful reminder of the unlimited potential we possess when we liberate ourselves from self-imposed limitations. His ability to solve these two statistical problems exemplifies how approaching challenges with the mindset that everything is possible can lead to extraordinary achievements. This anecdote not only illustrates Dantzig's mathematical talent but also invites us to reflect on the invisible barriers we often construct in our minds. In our daily lives, we find ourselves surrounded by opinions, beliefs, and expectations that dictate what we can and cannot do. From a young age, we are taught to follow rules and respect norms that, while sometimes helpful, can stifle our imagination and desire to explore. In this context, Dantzig's story reminds us that we have the capacity to question those rules. The ability to think critically and challenge the status quo is essential for our growth. Dantzig, unaware that the problems he tackled had previously stumped others, approached the task with an open mind, allowing him to achieve what others considered impossible. This leads us to reflect on how many times we have hesitated to try something due to fear of failure or the belief that it is impossible. Viewing failure as an obstacle, rather than an opportunity for learning, can be paralyzing. We might ask ourselves, what if, instead of seeing failure as the end of the road, we viewed it as a step in the process toward success? Dantzig shows us that the true limitation often resides in our minds, and freeing ourselves from these limiting beliefs can lead to remarkable accomplishments. Positive thinking plays a crucial role in this context. Maintaining an optimistic mindset does not mean ignoring challenges. On the contrary, it involves approaching them with a firm belief that we can find solutions. When we allow ourselves to dream without boundaries, we begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. This mindset encourages us to step outside our comfort zones, explore new possibilities, and dare to pursue our dreams, no matter how unattainable they may seem at first. Furthermore, it is vital to recognize that our environment influences our beliefs and limitations. The people we surround ourselves with can either motivate us or hold us back. When we are among those who support us and share a similar mindset, we are more likely to cultivate a positive attitude toward our own challenges. Expressing ideas in a constructive and stimulating environment not only motivates us to think more creatively but also provides the confidence needed to make decisions that propel us forward. It is important to remember that the process of overcoming limits is an ongoing journey. It's not about achieving a single victory, it's about committing to our goals consistently. Each new challenge presents an opportunity to learn and evolve. Like Dantzig, we must allow ourselves to face problems with the belief that anything is possible. This approach not only helps us uncover the true extent of our capabilities but also prepares us to confront future challenges with greater resilience. Dantzig's story is a celebration of positive thinking and the power of an open mind. It reminds us that if we can free ourselves from the limitations we impose, we can achieve astonishing feats. The key lies in not fearing the unknown, embracing challenges, and firmly believing that there are no limits to what we can achieve. Ultimately, true potential resides not only in our abilities but in our willingness to pursue our desires without barriers, taking decisive actions that lead us in that direction. If this story resonated with you, we'd be thrilled if you liked and subscribed. Join our community so you won't miss any of our upcoming stories and reflections. Your support means the world to us. Thank you for being here, and we can't wait to share more inspiring moments with you next time.